So we're here live at City Hall in Paris, BC, joining the City of Paris to say farewell, see you again to our late Dr. Gosnell. Family is bringing him home. This is his last ride here in Paris, and the city officials are lined the streets in front of City Hall, along with the residents. Continue to watch the rest of the procession there with the city of Paris.
Why, Nisga'a, sige naman na ubuwil si Hanex ubit kailko. We are feeling the sting of death, as our leader used to say to us while he was here amongst us, speaking to us. We are deeply honored that you allow us to pay our respects, honoring a great chief, a great leader amongst us. And we'll praise Lisims for allowing us. It is indeed a very sad day for all of us in the nation. In beginning our program, I'd like to call on Madam President Eva Clayton to give her presentation.
Good afternoon, chiefs, matriarchs, Nisga'a, Sigmanak, Gunscuba Wilson, honored guests, distinguished guests. It is indeed a very sad day, a sad time for the Nisga'a Nation. Thank you for being here today as we pay homage to the passing of Dr. Joseph Gosnell. He was a respected leader of the Nisga'a Nation. He was a respected Samagit when it came time to cultural duties. He also served as the ambassador for the Nisga'a Nation. And it is only fitting that we honor Dr. Gosnell in front of Nisga'a Lisims government. He left a legacy for the Nisga'a Nation. He served as the chief negotiator for the Nisga'a negotiation team in 1999 when they brought home the first modern-day treaty. It was then he coined the term, "Our canoe has landed." Like many of our leaders who have passed on and some who are still with us, he helped to chart the path to self-government. And for that, we are thankful to our many leaders and to Dr. Gosnell. Dr. Gosnell carried himself with a quiet dignity. Whether he represented the nation within our homelands or across the country, he carried himself with quiet dignity. And he represented the nation with pride, with respect. He was often heard to coin quotes, one of which I will share with you. Live like a bear. Be afraid of nothing. Dr. Gosnell was so full of wisdom and knowledge when it came to the political arena, but also to the Nisga'a culture and our Idalit. I recall in Ottawa a couple of years ago when he spoke to Indigenous youth across the country. He spoke with pride about the Nisga'a Treaty. And he spoke about how the youth should carry themselves like that of a bear, be afraid of nothing, and to live freely outside of the Indian Act, because he was addressing a group of youth, Indigenous youth, that were in the midst of negotiations. I want to at this time pay my respects on behalf of Nisga'a Lisims government and the House of Nisga'a government. Whoop Sayuk Nisga'a. I extend my sincerest condolences to Adele, to Dr. Gosnell's wife, his family, his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, and his extended families. Know that the nation's prayers are with you in the coming days. And in closing, I want to make the statement that we will miss Dr. Gosnell, but his legacy will live on. to his family at Nisga'a Gabilti.
Why? With Margaret Lee, Margaret Clare, Margaret Lee, I believe, only one extinction, nice extra, and the best, it's no, لا يكون أكثر يمكن أن جالس عليها من الطائر الصوت ويلم وخصوصا المساعد يمكن أن تكون لكن الجوع يجسوا أكثر I believe
Why? Some gigat, sigilmana, some orget, naus, some orget gilsen, and Sagato, Nisim, Lewiltus Wilpslack, Atticus, Aliax Wilson, Nagan some gas, Habis Bagot, Margole Nisim, Nidid nada the man leelsen. Ja, gon gora no de stomachsen. Nog oos. Wie desem an zodig gon. Sigdem nach nein stigal se maget gon. En miskanis. Kiesem. Auch dagen ksem. Die hagelezen. Se gonayem die. Se maget lacha. Lep niet te mijn zijdloodem damesen. De naxet. I am God lasen. Lachen as God. Kan de achlas. Die genamen se maget kun. As se gadas galiaks. Niet kunstem. En men dacht geraadsen. Door maand geraden met zo'n gulkzacht als het zacht kon. Achtige genamen lazen, dat men zijn eind geraadsen. Ja, ze moet nog niet mogelijk gaan. De men denkt, heute man zich gemaakt, de wilson de goos aan zodigsen. Maar een wil. Hagelezen, abisi.
Great, Marsha, you have to allow the second and third tomorrow day. Oh, it's amazing tomorrow. Asam, here, the champion, that I and there are some eyes, but I'm in now, but I didn't get the action. Oh, it's okay. Into the black, and I was, I here. Oh, it's amazing. We just allow good, very much. And she had been the action was Lord, looking at it, this listen made. Now, that wins. And there's the long, the wood, the hills. I'm doing doing. I think I'm going to listen to the lead. I was like, I hear no, some of I'm a candidate in a street, 10 years from now. I have an ass. My yoga needs. That's Maxi. The house. The wooden God, and I'm going to hand and skin. Right. Me was handed up. Julia from love. Oh, you smoke. You're switching her over. Down and this. Stinks on the pipe. Agnes.
Goed wil. Amasa. Oiksi. Zum roodi daska beesut. Hagan so. Mun sim kun gadet. Siepens. Kina skil kan hiet kom nou. Kap niet. Wala wildi. Kun kiskat. Karot. Das awal kun yaguslaw. Hagun max. Tupslahomak. Tupnilke niwa. Kandida. Naganul oexisu. Zum rodet head. No am skål. Nu last kabish. Smorget. Du vil. Lisims. Wiltain Skaliaxam Lisims. La Sabacht. Willem. Dilchetix. Adiculam Godit Eich. Nim Diego. Dim Skaskit Goro. Cherub. Skoro Sai. And then, Mr. Willem at the Massacre. I'm very thankful for the life of the chief, my brother-in-law. He taught me a lot of things about the history of our people. He always tells me to tell my children our culture, the law that we follow, is going to be strong and not to let our people let it go. That's why today I'm glad to say this. The compassion that we have for each other is great. The love that we show one another is great. And I ask the young people always remember the culture that we walk in was left behind by our forefathers and mothers. It's the greatest joy the family feels when you show the compassion that you have in your heart. Nagan will les smorget niet. Nou,
Kaos mycket som drapp att allt kaos. Dogs, amala hastia, amasatko. Ingonati, margul skaklo, hanix ukim jam, de molwait tramach, azal, dem jabs. Weet je? Alweer, goeiemorgen. Alweer, goeiemorgen. Dat is mijn allereerste. En hoor je van testen van de weekend. De derde, mijn zesten. Van het morgen, alweer. De laatste, de grote de allereerste. De verholen, de tuinkunsten, het oorjigsen, het winnen. En van de derde, en maar al. Gaat niks. De deze, de allereerste, met het gevoel, met het positie. En nu de morgen, de steeds ooit lang, dankbaar. Alweer, alweer. Dat is allemaal. En dan denk ik, dat het gewoon zo. Alweer.
Sengige, sige de mana, akta pulago se, wala wils kannadak, as anijok kun, kees samam godum se, as sat kun, kas koos kinaman samogit, sle, as kaliaks, kun gadest. Hoi jagat wala il kan ran maxkut no se edap nak nawal algak sa mogit kun kan wel tap sa skit oy sa snit time kun wel yeptet kaks kalanam sa wel kap wit as kaliaks kun se no se ndam bul sa man ko kha nek sa kinamet lo as wala wils kan de dils at time kun kan wils ki isaren mas laws sag ook nee san na wil starkstum samog kun net willem se er was es gut en bis as kaliaks kun dit de polar as goed sa wil starkstum kaudlik na net goed kijkt, zullen we ooit eens om samogit. En dat ze skit ooit het helemaal om ze zet kon. En net en op de eind kon. Het gaat niks over de malawillen. Het zet. Weet een samogit nou is. En het gebeurt wakken. En stil in de zet kon. Maar alleen is om ze samogit. Maar alleen is hem. Wil je dit op de achter houden? Wil je ook zeggen, sometimes kun gerecht worden. Kerkelaars, sagelaars, en zo dat ik ze wil sommigen kan wil sommigen nou is. Dan gebeurt wat kun nog dit kun. Kan want the time kun herlezen. Wait, need. Zeg dan na, no, nee, Audrey. Nog de one day lees, a time kan ze. De magel wil nisem, de magel segat knesem. Neem dit narem, spelen met lem kastoolsem, juksem segat ksem. Op acte polaris kun ze. Maar ze keelsa, op nachtas. Ha, niks ago, wala je tasals. Kan skis na bibem kun as kaliaks kan wil op se skit oiers lang want neen en de date je de tasals as kaliaks kun nog die naden as skit oiers lang kan family, kan skin, kan a one with time kun will liske hellemorkum and them jagam denksum will them hoyam jagam back will I as lads skit and roksum. Christian friends, today we are honoring our loved one, a member of our nation, a leader in many folds. Our Samagit gave a lot to the valley, and we are here to show our respect and to give thanks to him and to give thanks to Almighty God for his leadership in his lifetime. And it is with great sadness we have to say at this time, the words he used, we never say goodbye. The very words he used for all of us and the people that are outside our area, we never say goodbye. But he said to us, the Mukhgai Nisum, the Ilsa, the Danwil, the Mago will Nisum, the Khanex skit, and Roxum at Matakilsa, Gascos Dachwit, Oils and Nisum.
I'd like to thank the Nisga'a dancers for honoring such a great chief and a leader, the son of our father, Eli Gosnell, who started the dancing, our nation. So fitting that the Nisga'a dancers come out to demonstrate that great honor and respect. There are many people that are watching via the webinar. The sting of death that is felt around all of us in the Nass Valley. We're drawing to a close, and to the family in Smogat now, there are going to be many and many more presentations. Smogat Lech touched a lot of hearts around the world. Some great leaders from around the world, and their messages they have been flooding in. We'll share that at the memorial. And before we close and call on Ludis Das for the closing prayer, the flag that's on the casket, that was born when Samagat Lech was president of the Nisga'a Nation. It is a symbol of the Nisga'a Nation. It was born when he was president. I'd like to call on the Director of Communications to remove that flag and present it to his wife, Adele.
But I clean and I hear Kalamalga Satkan. You know, we all must remember that we have to follow what is the crisis going on within this world of ours. But in a nation, when we stick together and we live together and we sing together. So we're going to sing the famous chorus that we always sing in the Nass Valley. O God, our help in ages past. ويخرجت كم سماوات ملقاقي سام نفسكت أويك رانا ساتكون سا والهيهم لويا صوتكم سماوات كسبويت Amen. Each family at times comes, oh God, through that one that needed us for always. And the willingness that needed to be ended and so some small get done. It does have a possible time comes, amen. Nemen dem skit amaren dem jochum ul bagams ul inni en nas gegene as met geisa ul dit kun se dit kun aile allemaal van Jesus Christ en van wil